Hello, everyone. Good evening to all of you. My name is Richa Sharma, and I'm positioned as the program head of Step Up Mentorship Program. You must have seen me in a lot of webinars, and I have been talking about a lot of strategic webinars, including how to write answers in 7 minutes, how to do notes making, etc. But today, I'm going to talk about something which is very close to my heart, something which has been built brick by brick with a lot of hard work and positive intent to help a lot of students like you. This is the Step Up Mentorship Program, and today I am going to cut to the chase directly, explaining you about the precise features of the most comprehensive mentorship program available for UPSC. You must have seen a lot of mentorship programs, right? Hello to all of you. Good evening, everyone. How are you all? हिंदी मीडियम में भी लाइए रिया ऑलरेडी हिंदी मीडियम में स्टेप अप मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम अवेलेबल है बैनर्स में फ्लोट कर रहा है और अगर आपको इसको सब्सक्राइब करना है तो आप दिए गए नंबर पे कॉल कर सकते हैं ठीक है स्टेप अप मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम अब यूनिकली हिंदी में भी अवेलेबल है वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम्स ऑफ द कंट्री टू बी लॉन्च इन हिंदी मीडियम राइट नाउ आज के सेशन में मैं बात करूंगी कि क्यों व्हाई एम आई सेइंग एंड व्हाई डू आई वेरी प्राउडली tell that this is the most comprehensive mentorship program and what all it includes. So I'm directly telling you that this is an awareness campaign, this is an awareness program, an awareness webinar as to what is the requirement of mentorship, why do you need mentorship, and just to check whether the kind of mentorship we provide is suitable for you or not, right? All of these things are going to be covered in today's session. Why do I say that Step Up Mentorship is the most comprehensive mentorship program for UPSC? And specifically, this one which we are going to launch for the 2027 year, right? We are also going to offer a lot of early bird discount over here. So please wait for a while because if you stay for a while, you will also get access to free mentorship sessions directly from the Step Up mentors if you submit your details to us. And the details can be sent or the details can be given to us via either calling to the number or by clicking on the Google form, doc form, which is available. Okay. What makes any program rather comprehensive? There are two things that we mainly target. One is how many kind of beneficiaries are we targeting? So first is the beneficiaries or the type of aspirants that we address. The types of aspirants, and the second feature is how many areas of problems are we going to solve for UPSC aspirants in one single program. So how many problems you all will be facing with respect to UPSC preparation? This is especially useful for those who are going to aspire for 2027 because this is the announcement of the first batch, my dear students, of Step Up Mentorship 2027 program. ठीक है? ओके मैं अभी क्लास 12th में हूँ मुझे यूपीएससी करना है ओके थोड़ा सा हम वेट करेंगे यूपीएससी का जो मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया होता है ग्रेजुएशन करने का आई वुड से आप पहले उस पर ध्यान दीजिए उसके बाद हम यूपीएससी की तरफ आएंगे ठीक है एनीवे different kind of aspirants are there with different problems. What is your particular problem? If you would like to share any one of those, I would be very happy to address them on live as well. So is there any doubt, any challenge, any problem that you are facing as an aspirant? Typically what happens, what problems an aspirant faces is first of all with regards to understanding of the examination, that what exactly this exam is demanding, because on the basis of which the entire framework of my schedule, answer writing, tests, etc. would be created. Okay? I will try to make this webinar bilingual. However, it will be little donated towards English language only. एक और चीज मुझे अनाउंस करनी है कि अगर आप में से कोई भी प्रीलिम्स 2026 को टारगेट कर रहे हैं प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड प्रीलिम्स 2026 यानी नेक्स्ट ईयर के प्रीलिम्स को टारगेट कर रहे हैं और अगर आपको उसमें एज लेना है इफ यू वांट टू गेन एज इन दैट एरिया देन देयर इज एन एक्सक्लूसिव बैच स्टेप अप एक्सप्रेस व्हिच वी आर आल्सो लॉन्चिंग ठीक है दिस इज आल्सो गेटिंग लॉन्च फ्रॉम टुडे एंड अगर आप इसको ज्वाइन करते हैं तो आपको अर्ली बर्ड डिस्काउंट भी मिलेगा वाया क्लिकिंग द फॉर्म or filling in your details. Okay, and our team will reach out to you. Okay, so one person is telling writing answers of ethics and writing maybe essay is a problem for you. Somebody is saying English fluency is a problem for you. So there would be multitude problems which starts from your basic understanding of the exam. कि exam के question, जैसे prelims के question है, why are they getting created in a separate style and a different style, so much so that the traceability of the source of that question becomes very difficult. Why are the mains questions created in such a manner? Because there is certain requirement from the civil servants of the India, of our country. They need to be very, very smart. They need to be somebody who adapts very easily, somebody who thinks multidimensionality. So those multidimensionality and those features could only get into you upon deliberate practice, with the help of deliberate practice. So that starts with the right intention, that starts with the intention of proper understanding of the paper. That is the first problem people encounter. Second is in designing their days, their weeks, and their year. So generally when we start the preparation, we all are very enthusiastic, right? तब तो हम बहुत enthusiastic रहते हैं, है ना? उसके बाद क्या होता है, वो ग्राफ धीमे धीमे स्लो डाउन होता है. तो ग्राफ नीचे क्यों जा रहा होता है? बिकॉज लैक ऑफ डायरेक्शन, लैक ऑफ क्लैरिटी, मल्टीप्लिसिटी ऑफ रिसोर्सेज, यही प्रॉब्लम्स मोस्टली हम फेस करते हैं. तो एक हफ्ते तो हम अच्छे से चीजों को ड्राइव कर लेते हैं. उसके बाद क्या होता है? उसके बाद स्टैग्नेंसी आती है और आपको खुद फील होता है कि शायद मुझे किसी मेंटर सपोर्ट की जरूरत है. आपको खुद फील होता है कि काश कोई मुझे इस टाइम पे बता दे कि एग्जैक्टली इसका सोर्स क्या और मैं जाके सीधे उसको पढ़ लूं. Because I don't believe पढ़ाई करना is a problem for you. The very fact that you guys have opted for UPSC examination, somewhere down the line you feel that you have the capability, you have good learning abilities, right? But problem कहाँ पे create होती है कि हमारे पास clarity नहीं होती है. तो एक तो इशू क्लैरिटी का हुआ. दूसरा, टाइम टेबल बनाना कैसे चाहिए, हाउ मेनी आवर्स शुड बी गिवन इनटू समथिंग, राइट? देन अगर हम ग्रेजुएशन कर रहे हैं, अगर हम वर्किंग एस्पिरेंट है, तो हम बैलेंस कैसे करें यूपीएससी की पढ़ाई को विद आवर डेली लाइफ एंड द अदर एक्टिविटीज दैट वी आर इंडल्ज्ड इन, राइट? Then again, there would be different types of, like somebody, one of our friends is highlighting towards winter lethargy. So there would be different type of lethargy. So वहां पे intervention कैसे होगा, कौन आपको उस एरिया से बाहर निकाल के लाएगा? How many times, and raise your hand if you found yourself guilty on this regard, that you might have gone into somebody's wedding, you might have gone into, let's say, some recovery mode because of disease or whatsoever, and you found yourself losing about 3 to 4 months because of that one event that hardly lasted for 10 days. ऐसा कितनी बारी होता है? किन किन के साथ ऐसा होता है? ऐसा बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ होता है. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारा टेम्परामेंट लूज होने लगता है. तो टेम्परामेंट को भी हम कैसे मेंटेन करके रखें? बिकॉज द जेस्टेशन पीरियड ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशन इज प्रिटी हाई, इट इज प्रिटी लॉन्ग, right? We understood that. So there are different kind of problems which has to be addressed. अब ये तो मैंने आपको problems बताए within subject, the intra subject, the inter subject problem, the academic, non-academic problems, then current affair problem, then essay problem somebody highlighted, then ethics problem, answer writing में marks improve नहीं हो रहे हैं, वो वाली problem. बहुत बारी प्रीलिम्स दिया है, प्रीलिम्स क्रैक नहीं हो रहा है, ये वाली प्रॉब्लम. ये सारा जो स्पेक्ट्रम है प्रॉब्लम्स का, ये सारा अगर मैं बोलूं कि अगर कोई एक प्रोग्राम एड्रेस कर रहा है, वो है Step Up Mentorship Program. It is a very, very comprehensive program. It is not just going to deal about the prelims aspect and the mains and the interview aspect, but about the overall personality shaping of an aspirant, because it works in a Gurukul mode where you get subjected to a one-on-one guru, one-on-one mentor who's going to guide you, support you, and give you one-on-one mentorship in various areas, right? Then, how many kind of aspirants can join the Step Up Mentorship Program? So, well, because of the fact we give personalized plan and personalized mentor, there is no limit at all to which kind of aspirant could join, because the plan would be different for a working professional, plan would be different for somebody who's trying to manage graduation or their post-graduation or their studies with UPSC. Plan would be different for somebody who's a full-time aspirant. Plan would be different for somebody who has already got selected, wants rank improvement. So all of these areas, all of these different type of students will be given different grade of mentors. They will be given different grade of timetables, right? So the program is kept highly personalized to suit different kind of students as well. Okay. Now, a quick reminder right over here. Anybody who has joined the session can avail a free mentorship call not from some other person, a generic mentor, but from a specialized senior step up mentor. So you can get access to our free mentorship session, a one time free mentorship session. If you are attending this webinar, this is a reward for you. And this you can do by giving us your details, so that we can connect you and we can connect a session with you with a mentor, and which will be done within 7 days. It will be done within 7 days from today, right? So if you fill up the form which is pinned in the comment section, you will get to have the access of a free mentorship session with a step up mentor, so that you can have a hands on experience as to how the step up mentors work, and what is the quality of our mentorship, right? Now, as I have told you, the type of aspirants that we typically uh, that we typically induct into our mentorship program includes the following. So if you are one among them, you can consider joining this program. Now, this includes, first of all, people who are trying to do self study, and during the self study mode, they need clarity, direction, and feedback. So many of you would be at that stage where you have already finished your foundation classes. So you cannot afford either, or you don't have that much time bandwidth to indulge into another foundation class. So what would be better for you is to enter into a mentorship mode. Mentorship, specifically a mentorship like Step Up, which will last for more than 14 months, is going to help you a lot if you are in the self-study mode. Second, or if you have done the foundation classes already. Second, if you have completed your basic preparation, or if you have completed your coaching, this is also the second kind of beneficiary which will get a lot benefited via the Step Up mentorship program. Now, third, if you have at least this much clarity that cracking UPSC requires certain skills of solving the MCQs, skill of solving the mains questions, that too in a timely manner, that too in a fashion that addresses the demand on the spot. So if all of these things are your demand, and if you want to build the essential UPSC skills, then also you can join the Step Up mentorship program. Then if you want to identify your weak areas, which includes that you're not able to improve your marks, your approach is not data driven, it is not schedule or timetable driven, these could be the lacunas in your preparation which could be holding you back from cracking one or the other phases of the examination, right? So that, then in this case also Step Up mentorship would be helpful. Then if you're a college student, if you're a full-time aspirant, we address the challenges and problems of each of these category of students. Got it? So if you find yourself in one among them, you can join the Step Up mentorship program, right? Now, why mentorship is a game changer in the modern CSE preparation. You must have seen a lot of mentorship going on. However, there are different categories of mentorship, different grades of mentorship. But why mentorship is working as a better and a more successful mode of UPSC preparation? There are the following reasons. Reason number one, there is abundance of information right now with you. If I asked you to go and fetch one book, undoubtedly you will fetch it within 1 hour. This is not the time of 2010s where we have to go to the stationery, ask for or go for the photocopy shop, or ask for a friend to take notes, because we have got telegram channels, we have got UPSC related websites, we have got a lot of sources which can help you to get the content very easily. But here comes the problem. Multiplicity of anything is never a good thing. Paradox of plenty happens over here, which means because now I am given a lot of material at hand, it becomes very difficult to take decision which material is better, because almost everyone seems better. In fact, every other material seems better than the previous one. Do you agree with me on this? If you do, then mentorship helps you because it gives you direction. It doesn't give you plentiness of resources, it gives you plenty amount of direction, what to choose, when to choose, and how much to choose. That's the first thing. Second, this is a mass examination. Around 10 lakh aspirants appear for this paper, and rightfully so, because it gives you the chance to uh, get into one of the top notch services available in the country. So this is the mass examination, but amongst all these students, only handful of them are able to clear the paper. How do we come under that handful bracket? One, of course, remains your hard work, and second is the direction. because this is also the time of speed. So many career options are available that if you go on to spending 5 to 6 hours of your life only in UPSC examination, you are definitely losing out on something. And that typically is happening. Why would it happen that in your 5 to 6 attempt you have not even cleared one prelims? Because of the lack of direction, not the lack of intent, not the lack of knowledge. So how do we correct this? We correct this with the help of delegating our experiences to you directly. So this delegation of experience is known as mentorship. So for example, I have learned something upon taking 30 mock tests myself. But if you sit with me, I will directly tell it to you how to approach this test so that you can leverage your marks from the first test itself. This is known as delegation of experience. And this comes with mentorship. Mentorship is also hosted by mentors who are very much relevant with the tonality of the examination, because we are the people who have appeared in the examination very, very recently and witnessed the various stages of examination. Now, in this scenario, if we go on about to teach you something, this is not just going to be plain academic, but it is also going to be skill based, or it is also going to be contemporary based learning, where we can tell you what exactly UPSC is rewarding marks on, right? So this will help you to leverage your marks in a very short span of time. Something which would have taken you, let's say, 3 to 4 years of time, you can minimize that time in just 1 year because you are being guided by a mentor. In the case of step up mentorship, you don't just get one mentor, but you get the effect of 5 mentors together. And so, because I always say that you're the average of 5 people around you. So therefore, when you're surrounded by 4 people, which includes the program head of Step Up Mentorship, which includes the faculties which are going to host your smart current affair classes, which I'm going to speak about later, and the essay class faculty, and super mentor who has already cleared the paper, who is already acting in the position of IAS and IPS, they are also onboarded, and of course your personal mentor. So you are surrounded with people who have the intention of you clearing the examination. So when the intent of 5 people around you combines together, it leads to multiplicity of effort, it leads to multiplicity of your score, right? Now, as a working profession, how to manage timetable? So, yeah, as a working professional, if you are starting from today and aspiring for a 2027 attempt, averaging of about 4 to 5 hours of daily study would help you. But even striking those 4 to 5 hours of study requires a lot of discipline. So, you have to be very strong headed. You have to ensure that you are not listening to the noises around you, which could be a very big distractor and killer of time, especially for the working professional. So for working professional, mindset remains the most important key to cracking the paper. It's not just about the number of hours, because anyway, if you're starting from today, you can anyway manage 4 to 5 number of hours, which is particularly fine. But what you have to take care of is to uh, regulate your environment and regulate the noises in your head, because the more number of noises are there in your head, the more it will kill your time. Okay, so you have to be very selective and you have to prioritize your lifestyle accordingly. Got it? Now, the next reason why step up mentorship works, for that matter, is it gives you feedbacks that matters, feedbacks that actually leads to improvement of scores, right? This is what step up mentorship does. And most importantly, you all have heard about the virtue of accountability and its relevance in providing good governance, right? Even if you have read the basics of ethics, it's a very important value to imbibe, which is accountability. So once you have accountability towards somebody for completion of your targets, for improvement of your score, and this accountability is tracked on a very regular matrix, then this leads to improvement of score on an everyday basis. So you are not what you are envisioning yourself to be doing in 2027. You are what you do today. So if you start improving yourself, even if about 0.04% in every day, it will have an exponential effect. This is also given in the book of Atomic Habits by James Clear. You must have already read it. Now, the point over here is this improvement gets further augmented if there is a particular accountability towards somebody. Because I believe you all must also be craving this thing, that nobody is taking accountability or hold or trajectory of your preparation. Nobody as if cares. Even if people are concerned, they are empathetic about your preparation and your struggles. Nobody really cares about how much you have been struggling and what are you doing, whether you're on the right track or not, and taking proper accountability of fixing your path if at all any divergence is happening. Do you agree with me? Have you also felt this? In case you have felt this, then the accountability matrix help you a lot. Now, how Step Up ensures accountability is in the form of providing a guaranteed mentorship call on every third day of every week. So, which means in 1 week, you are entitled for 2 mentorship calls from our mentor. Now, this is the supply side mentorship. It doesn't limit our mentorship calls, because the second part of our mentorship is a demand side mentorship. So, whenever you feel like calling the mentor, or whenever you feel like asking mentor for any doubt, you can contact our mentor directly via WhatsApp. So there will be official numbers given to the mentors and you can contact them that way. So there is a demand side and supply side mentorship both, which again makes it the most comprehensive mentorship available right now. Okay. Now, the most important reason for the success of mentorship and why it brings success and a lot of rankers at a very short amount of time is because it helps you to stabilize your mindset, your psychology. Now, anxiety, depression are not new to UPSC aspirants. Everybody must have felt it every now and then, right? That happens because of the fluctuations or the failures of us not achieving our target, not setting the right target, maybe not being productive. All of these things added on with the past guilt, etc., would lead to a lot of psychological fluctuations, which, my dear student, have or need to be addressed then and there itself. But who will do it? A personal mentor would be able to do it. A professional mentor would be able to do it, who is responsible for your academic scores, which also includes taking care of the non-academic part, which is a psychological stability. So, how will your life typically look like without a mentor? It will include a lot of fluctuations. So initially your emotional stability would be fine. In fact, your emotions would be higher only on a positive side, because you're just starting the preparation. So you would be knowledge bombed, and knowledge itself gives us a lot of dopamine. So that is a given thing. But after a certain period of time, it will start dropping. The emotional stability starts dropping. And this is where you need mentor support, because mentor support provides intervention every now and then you feel whenever you feel disillusioned, or whenever you feel that you are getting out of track or you are losing mind. And therefore this helps you to keep your tangent very, very straight. So next is psychological stabilization. This is also one of the deliverables of our mentorship. Now, again, reminding you the fact that if you have stayed with me till now, you are definitely going to be rewarded by a free mentorship call. This mentorship call could be by me or by my team, depends upon your luck. But you will be entitled to this once you submit your details to us, so that we can reach out, our team can reach out to you and schedule a session with mentor, so that you get a first hand access to our free mentorship, which is going to happen for roughly about 20 to 30 minutes, which will be taken care of by either me or by mentors, right? Okay. I want to prepare for UPSC. I had started my preparation just 1 month ago. I didn't know much about UPSC, just trying to figure out this program helpful for me. Okay. So I'm going to tell you the entire features. Just stay with me for 15 more minutes and I'll wind up this. I'll tell you all the features very, very precisely, so that no more doubt remains. And of course, if you want to have personal experience of mentorship, then you can schedule your session with us by filling in your details in the form which is provided in the pinned section. That I'm repeating again. Okay. Next, what are the precise deliverables of Step Up Mentorship Program? We are coming to a very important part of our webinar right now, so please pay your attention. So the first is a tailored strategy with weekly targets. So we are going to provide you weekly targets so that you clearly vision you can clearly envision how your week will look like, how 15 days would look like, how a quarter would look like, and how finally your year till prelims would look like, right? So first is to give you clarity in the form of plan. The next thing is to give you in person and online sessions with IAS toppers, somebody who has already topped the paper. So previously, last month only, AIR 35 was the onboarded super mentor. Previous to that, Shakti Dubey AIR 1 was onboarded as super mentor. And so it keeps changing every month, and you will get access to the people who have already got selected through Vajiram Ravi. So you will be getting access to their session, and that too, not a group session, but a one on one personal session with them. Right? Next, one on one personalized mentor would be given to you. Why am I calling it personalized? Because once we get your details, we will be able to churn it up in a better fashion, and we will be able to assign you a mentor who precisely suits your need. This makes me come to the second point, that if you are willing to get mentorship regarding your particular optional, you can go to the Google form which is available to you, and in the notes section you can mention that you want mentorship regarding your following optional. Please mention your optional subject, and through this we will be able to provide you a optional mentor. We'll be able to provide you an optional mentor as well. Okay. Now we will also give you group sessions. So there are going to be personalized one-on-one sessions. There are going to be test discussions on one-on-one mode. How many tests are going to be there, that I'm going to deal with it very, very, very soon. But also please note that this works on a Netflix model. Step Up Mentorship works on a Netflix model, which means that almost all the test series and almost all the facilities, resources which are provided by Vajiram Ravi are included directly once you subscribe for the Step Up Mentorship program, right? So all of it will get ultimately included into it. You will also get access to a student portal and Vajiram Ravi app, through which you will access all the entire resources at just one click, so that it becomes very easy for you to access our resources. Then you will get an essay module. This is essay enrichment class, exclusively available only for Step Up Mentorship students. Then you will get your progress report for prelims and mains. You will get a lot of prelims and mains, a series about which I'm going to talk about in just 5 minutes. You will also get thematic video lectures on all the important themes of your mains preparation and prelims preparation. Alongside, you will also get PYQ analysis sessions. PYQ analysis sessions. You might also be having a doubt about current affairs. So in current affairs, you must have heard about the Smart Current Affair program, which is led by our esteemed faculty, Mr. Jain Parikshit sir. So the entire Smart Current Affair module is also augmented or included within the Step Up Mentorship program, right? So you can get access to Smart Current Affair classes along with daily quizzes, analyst handout on daily basis, and the monthly recitals magazine. So everything under the sun, which is given by Vajiram Ravi, is provided within Step Up Mentorship. Now, ma'am, do you also provide any kind of reading material? So yes, for prelims and mains both, we have got the workbook. So prelims workbooks enriched with PYQ content and the predictive content which could appear in the examination of prelims 2027. Likewise, for the mains 2027, we are going to have the PYQ enriched framework based content which is also predictive in nature, and this is included in the mains workbook, right? Then, as you all would have heard about the one pagers, so we were one of the first to launch the one pagers, and now it comes in the name of Smasher workbooks, which are exclusive resources of Step Up Mentorship program. So once you join it, you will also get ready-made topper style notes, which have been derived and inspired by a lot of toppers of Vajiram. And through that, we have created the Smasher workbooks, so that if somebody is a working professional, they can directly pick their notes from Smashers. All right. Now, this is a sample of a scientific timetable that we are going to provide you. So the timetables are going to look something like this, wherein we give you the different topics within which the estimated time of completing that topic, then what are the subtopics within that topic, what are the prelims focus areas and the mains focus areas, and what is the best resource or the best source available to prepare for that topic. So such timetables will be published, will be given to you for all the subjects for prelims and mains. Okay, please have a look into this. This is sample of the timetable that we are going to provide you. Regarding current affair, I would just like to give you a glimpse of the materials that we provide. This is Analyst handout. Analyst is a flagship current affair program of Vajiram Ravi. Videos are available free of cost, and the handouts are available with step up mentorship on an everyday basis, which means it will include syllabus mapping, it will include the topic coverage, it will include the static linkages to that current affair topic. So if you do, and if you go on about reading these topics on everyday basis, you will become very, very confident in current affair aspect. Now students, do you have any doubt? Do you have any doubt? Am I clear till now? Am I clear till here? Now I would like to give you the glimpse of our resources, our reading material. Okay. So in reading material, when it comes to notes making, it has to be done on different levels. Nobody can start making the final notes from the first go itself. That is not possible because notes requires a lot of processing time. And processing time depends upon your experience. And that experience, as I have told you, can get shortened, or the experience time can get shortened by leveraging the experience of the mentor himself or herself. Right? Is this available in Hindi medium? Yes, Ria, I'm repeating again that Step Up Mentorship Program is also available in Hindi medium, and the batch is starting from 2nd of January for 2027. All right, are we clear on this? Now, so as I was talking about the notes, one would be your foundation notes. Let's say you have created notes from your coaching classes, or let's say from reading a reference material. But have you ever looked into that notes and found it rather unorganized? They might be organized, but they might not be suitable to directly read and write an answer, or maybe to directly address a question of prelims. That happens not because of bad quality content. Content remains top notch only, but the structure is the problem over here. So to give you notes which are better structured, we have created workbooks. And these workbooks, as the name suggests, also needs your own augmentation. While let's say you're reading the smart current affair classes, or you go across any newspaper, then it has to be augmented by your own side as well. So it has to be a working activity. The workbooks are needs working activity, right? Now, workbooks for both prelims and mains, which again would be condensed into one pager, which we call as smashes, and we are going to provide it from our side only, and then topper notes. These three things are we are going to provide in the form of step up resources and the topper notes. Got it? Now, again, a very important part, which is the part of tests. So, ma'am, how many tests do you provide in Step Up Mentorship? And if I join Step Up Mentorship, do I need to take up any other test series or not? So let me address that question. As I was saying, that Step Up works in a Netflix model. All the test series that are available with Vajiram Ravi are included directly under Step Up. So could you name some of them? How many test series have you heard of? Prelim Scam test series, Main Scam test series. So both these test series are automatically included under Step Up Mentorship. But this doesn't mean that Step Up doesn't have its own set of tests. It includes prelim scam program, it includes main scam program. To very briefly tell you about the prelim scam program of 2027, it will be conducted into two phases. Phase number 1 will have 50 half length test. Half length test means that it's going to have 50 questions in one test. Does it also include CSAT? Yes, it includes 8 CSAT tests, 36 GS tests, and 6 current affair tests. 6 means for all the 6 topics of GS, 1 current affair test would be there. ऐसे नोट्स हिंदी में भी मिलेंगे, बिल्कुल ऐसे नोट्स जो वर्कबुक हम बता रहे हैं, जो आपको स्मैशेस बता रहे हैं, ये सारे हिंदी मीडियम के लिए भी अवेलेबल है. ठीक है, चलिए. जब आप फेज 1 के लिए रेडी हो जाता है, यानी कि आप हाफ लेंथ टेस्ट देने के लिए रेडी हो जाते हैं, फिर आपकी स्पीड टेस्टिंग चेक करनी होती है, क्योंकि अभी आपने रिवीजन कर लिया है, स्टैटिक पढ़ लिया है. अब हमें ये देखना है कि क्या आप परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं, क्या आप टाइमली इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं। तो उसके लिए फेज 2 आता है प्रीलिम्स कैंप का, जिसमें इंक्लूड होते हैं 5 जीएस के रिवीजन टेस्ट और 5 फुल लेंथ टेस्ट। फुल लेंथ टेस्ट में 2 टेस्ट सीसैट के होते हैं, 3 टेस्ट जीएस के होते हैं। तो इसी के साथ जब आप ये सारे टेस्ट को कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं तो रफली 4000 क्वेश्चन आप प्रीलिम्स के लगा चुके होते हैं। मैंने, अगर आपने मेरे पिछले वेबिनार्स देखे हुए हैं, तो आई हैव गिवन यू अ टारगेट ऑफ फिनिशिंग 6000 क्वेश्चंस. So how do I finish the other 2000 questions? For that again, prelims test of Step Up. So Step Up itself has an in-house test series that is going to help you along with the PYQs that you have to solve. But believe me, for prelims, anything more than this is not required. It will only cause wastage of time, because already a lot of revision cycles would have entered. Already you would have solved a lot of questions, which is amounting up to 4000 questions. So you don't need to do another test series. Next, what about mains? So in mains, if you qualify for the prelims paper, you will get the mains camp program. Mains camp free of cost. However, while the cycles of revisions are running, while your planners are running, after every week you will be entitled for one prelims test and one mains test. Got it? So the test series, there is an in-house test series of Step Up itself, wherein you will get 30 prelims sectional test and 30 mains sectional test. And upon finishing, not cracking, finishing the prelims 2027, you will get access to 12 full length mains test automatically, right? So this amounts to us giving you 72 tests in total as the form of in-house Step Up test series. So again, the test series over here works in a classic Netflix model. You get access to more than 6000 questions for prelims. You get access to more than 200 questions for mains paper. Got it? Alongside, there will be a lot of strategic sessions. Some of the glimpses you can find on the live section of YouTube on our channel of Vajiram Ravi, where I have conducted a lot of strategic sessions, but the in-house students get to experience even more and even better quality sessions in the form of sessions like these, wherein we give the high checklist for all the subjects. We give PYQ analysis sessions of all the subjects. This is a short checklist, a glimpse of it. I write answers in Gujarati. How can this program help? Okay. We can only help in English and Hindi medium. This is a typical example of our Smasher workbook. So what is unique about Smasher workbook is it just not only is helping you with the content and its enrichment part, which is the data, facts, etc., which everybody is running after. We've pulled everything into just 2 pages for one topic, but we have also provided you a proper introduction, proper conclusion, ready-made, along with PYQ linkage. Now, this kind of material is very difficult to be created and to be found, and so this is one of the unique features which we are very proud of the Step Up mentorship, right? Then there are topper sessions. So toppers have also conducted sessions with us in the last year, and they have been conducting it every month. Every month, one super mentor is hired, appointed, and so that they can help you out with your preparation and calibrate it better. Then there are personal mentorship sessions, wherein let's say you are incurring a doubt with respect to any chapter, so the mentor will also teach you the entire chapter. You should not be expecting us to teach you the entire thing, because that comes under the pedagogy of foundational classes. However, you can expect your mentor to be your best friend at any point in time with respect to any academic or non-academic doubt, pertaining to which we can also provide you such explainer sessions, right? These are the assessment, a lot of test series which are pulled inside the Step Up mentorship, which you can access through the portal. This is the report card which is published after every prelims and mains test. Now, what we are trying to pull students for you is not an easy task to pull. It is not very easy for one mentor to do all of these things. To ensure that we keep a bandwidth of student for our mentors, which means only limited number of students are allowed per mentor, and it is not as if a mentor is hosting 200 students, which of course erodes the quality of mentorship that has to be given. So that particularly is ensured by the management. Where can we join the step up mentorship program? So in order to join the program, you can dial in the number which is given in the banner being displayed, or alternatively, please find a Google form which is pinned in the section, and you can fill in your details so that the team could get back to you. Okay, this is how you can join the step up mentorship, or you can just reach out to our website, type step up mentorship 2027 program on Google, Vajiram Ravi, you will find it very easily, right? Now, so it helps a lot of students. Why? Because we have curated this exam with this program with a lot of intent, with a lot of hard work and pure intention towards helping our students with the help of our experiences, right? Now, step up mentorship is finally a healing pill to a lot of these things. You might be feeling demotivated right now, might be feeling you're not able to pull up to your maximum productive capacity, might be feeling that you are uh, you might be procrastinating, you are underestimating the importance of daily work. You might be feeling lack of reward also. हो सकता है कि आप में से बहुत सारे लोग काफी समय से, काफी सालों से प्रेपरेशन कर रहे हैं और आपको रिवॉर्ड फील नहीं होता पढ़ाई करने का, या फिर रादर ये कहें कि अच्छी पढ़ाई करने का आपको रिवॉर्ड नहीं मिलता। तो वो रिवॉर्ड भी स्टेप अप मेंटरशिप में होता है, बिकॉज जो हमारे बेस्ट परफॉर्मिंग स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं उनको बहुत सारे अलग वेज में रिवॉर्ड किया जाता है, इधर बाय गिविंग देम गिफ्ट्स और इंडक्टिंग देम इनटू द प्रोडिजी सुपर 100 प्रोग्राम, राइट? Then, if you're feeling any kind of psychological imbalance, which includes anxiety, depression, feeling of loneliness, because this preparation is very, very lonely, and we all understand that, then if you're facing any of these problems like procrastination, etc., Step Up provides a healing pill to you. And this you can only feel once you join the program, because a lot of things I will never be able to express this on this limited period of time in front of the camera, because it is only for you to experience. It is only for you to experience the energy of a mentor, the experience of a mentor, and the intent of the mentor. You can only come across that either by directly talking to the mentor. इसीलिए मैं आपको अपॉर्चुनिटी प्रोवाइड कर रही हूँ थ्रू दिस वेबिनार. अगर आप इस वेबिनार को अटेंड करते हैं तो सिर्फ आपके लिए एक्सक्लूसिवली मेंटर कॉल अवेलेबल कराई जाएगी फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट आपके लिए अवेलेबल कराई जाएगी फॉर वन टाइम, सो दैट आप खुद से विटनेस करें कि स्टेप अप में किस तरीके के मेंटर्स हैं और किस तरीके से वो मेंटरशिप दे रहे हैं. ठीक है, चलिए. कुछ जनरल एडवाइसेस आपके लिए, चाहे आप मेंटरशिप ज्वाइन करें या नहीं करें, बट अगर आप प्रिपरेशन में एंटर कर चुके हैं, अगर आप सच में एग्जाम क्रैक करना चाहते हैं, तो कुछ जनरल एडवाइसेस मेरी तरफ से. पहली चीज ये है, whenever you wake up, try to take the hold of the first 2 hours of your day, which means जब आप उठते हैं तो आप एक टारगेट के साथ उठिए. कभी भी फ्री हेडेड मत उठिए कि आज सुबह उठ के बस हमें लाइफ एंजॉय करना है, क्योंकि आप यहाँ पे बहुत फोकस्ड हैं, आपको एक बहुत बड़ा एग्जाम टारगेट करना है, बहुत बड़ा एग्जाम क्रैक करने का ट्राई करना है, राइट? तो ऑलवेज ओपन योर आइज विद अ टारगेट. अपने सबकॉन्शियसली अपने माइंड में या तो रात में सोने से पहले या तो सुबह उठने के बाद सोच के रखिए कि आज मुझे एग्जैक्टली क्या पढ़ना है. पार्लियामेंट चैप्टर पढ़ना है कि प्रियम्बल पढ़ना है, फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी पढ़ना है. कोई भी टारगेट बड़ा और छोटा नहीं होता, बट टारगेट टारगेट होता है. टारगेट नहीं होना एक बहुत बड़ा फेलियर है. तो पहली चीज कि ऑलवेज ओपन योर आइज विद अ टारगेट, हैव अ प्रॉपर टारगेट. सेकंड, अगर आपकी सेटिंग आज ज्यादा नहीं है तो आप पोमोडोरो इफेक्ट को ट्राई कर सकते हैं. आप पोमोडोरो मेथड को यूज कर सकते हैं, विच एसेंशियली मीन्स कि हमें टारगेट है कि हमारे टोटल नंबर ऑफ आवर्स एटलीस्ट 6 आवर्स को स्ट्राइक करें. हमारा टारगेट ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि 6 आवर्स कंटिन्यूएशन में हो, 6 आवर्स इन टोटल हो. तो उसके लिए अगर मैं 50 मिनट पर के 10 मिनट का ब्रेक लेती हूँ तो दैट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स मी इफ इट इज हेल्पिंग मी टू बूस्ट माई प्रोडक्टिविटी. इसी टारगेट को ब्रेक करने को कहते हैं पोमोडोरो मेथड, जहां पे आप 50 मिनट पढ़ाई करते हैं, 10 मिनट रेस्ट करते हैं, फिर 50 मिनट पढ़ाई करके 10 मिनट रेस्ट करते हैं. ठीक है, दिस इज पोमोडोरो मेथड। सेकेंड, जब हम इंफॉर्मेशन को कंज्यूम करने के मोड में रहते हैं तब हम बहुत जल्दी ड्रेन हो जाते हैं और हम अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट होने लगते हैं। बट यही इंफॉर्मेशन को जब हम रिकॉल करने का ट्राई करते हैं, जिसे हम एक्टिव रिकॉल मेथड भी कहते हैं, इसमें काफी सारे हार्वर्ड स्टडीज ने बैक भी किया हुआ है, तो हम पढ़ाई को ज्यादा एंजॉय करते हैं और ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंट फील करते हैं। एंड ऑफ द डे एग्जामिनेशन क्रैक करना इज ऑल अबाउट हैविंग और बीइंग मोर कॉन्फिडेंट, राइट? सो ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंट आप कब रहेंगे? जब आप किसी को पढ़ाने का ट्राई करेंगे। कोई नहीं मिल रहा है, खुद को पढ़ाइए। खुद को पढ़ने का मन नहीं है तो एटलीस्ट रिकॉल करने का ट्राई करिए कि आपने क्या पढ़ा। हो सकता है आपने आज सिर्फ एक पेज पढ़ा, तो उस एक पेज को भी रिकॉल करके ही सोइए, ठीक है? सो व्हेनेवर यू आर स्लीपिंग, स्लीप by at least having a recall ritual 30 minutes before you sleep, right? Next, try to avoid distractions. Distractions सबकी लाइफ में होते हैं, हम उसको सिर्फ मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं, हम उन्हें टोटली कट नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज द नेचर, द इंटेंसिटी, द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ डिस्ट्रैक्शंस कीप्स चेंजिंग every month, every week. You all know that. But try to avoid it as much as possible. Try to reflect the distraction as much as possible. ये बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। इंपॉर्टेंट ये नहीं है कि क्या आप सही कर रहे हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट ये भी है कि क्या गलत चीजें आप अवॉइड कर पा रहे हैं या नहीं। जैसे क्लियरली आपको पता है कि शायद आज आपको पार्टी नहीं करनी चाहिए क्योंकि आपका टारगेट फिनिश नहीं हुआ है, तो आपको सैक्रिफाइस करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज वो पार्टी आपके लिए डिस्ट्रैक्शन होगा। वो फोन कॉल जो आपको नहीं उठाना चाहिए क्योंकि आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, वो आपको डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर देगा। शायद 5 मिनट बोल के कोई आपसे 1 घंटे बात कर लेगा, वो भी एक डिस्ट्रैक्शन है। उसको एड्रेस करना, उसको अवॉइड करना, ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल है जो कि आपको सीखनी चाहिए। दूसरी बात, जब आप इस प्रिपरेशन में एंटर कर रहे हैं, कि सिर्फ आपका अकेले का डिसीजन नहीं है। हाँ, डिसीजन के पायनियर, डिसीजन के हीरो आप हैं, लेकिन आपको बहुत सारे एक्टर सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं जो कि सपोर्टिंग रोल में। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके पेरेंट्स और आपके टीचर्स, आपके मेंटर्स, आपके फ्रेंड्स, जिन्होंने आप पे भरोसा दिखाया। और किसी ने भी नहीं दिखाया तो आपको अपने आप पे दिखाना है। आपको तो पता है ना कि आप एक बहुत बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट प्रोसेस में एंटर करने जा रहे हैं। इस प्रोसेस को आपको जस्टिफाई करना है, टू जस्टिफाई द ट्रस्ट दैट दे हैव ऑन यू, दैट यू हैव हैड ऑन यू। सो हाउ टू जस्टिफाई, हाउ टू डू जस्टिस टू द प्रोसेस? सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज डिसिप्लिन। दूसरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज अवॉइडिंग डिस्ट्रैक्शन। तीसरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज अपने आप को हमेशा कॉन्फिडेंट रखना। जैसे ही आप अपने आप को अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट पाएंगे, आपके पास बहुत सारे सेल्फ डाउट्स आने लगेंगे, जिसकी वजह से प्रिपरेशन हिंडर होने लगेगी। बहुत सारी चीजें जो इजी होती है, बहुत सारे लोग इंजीनियरिंग करे होते हैं, एमबीए करे होते हैं, उसके बाद भी जब बेसिक पॉलिटी पढ़ना होता है तो हम डरने लगते हैं। दैट इज नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट, दैट इज मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ द हाइप अराउंड द डिफिकल्टी ऑफ द एग्जाम, एंड सेकेंडली बिकॉज यू आर फीलिंग डिस्ट्रैक्टेड एंड अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट। तो ट्राई करिए कि जो भी गोल आप सेट कर रहे हो उसको अचीव करो। उसको अचीव करने का सबसे इजी तरीका है कि पहली बात तो गोल ही ठीक ठाक बनाओ। बहुत बड़ा गोल बना के मत रखो कि आप डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाओ, आपको डीमोटिवेटेड फील होने लगे और आप इस प्रोसेस को सस्टेन ना कर पाओ। दूसरी बात, अगर खुद से कमिट किया है कि एग्जाम निकालना है तो ट्राई करिए, अपना 100% ट्राई करिए, 110% ट्राई करिए कि एग्जाम क्रैक हो। अगर उसके बाद भी नहीं होता है तो पहली बात, ये इम्पॉसिबल है, ऐसा नहीं होगा। नहीं भी होता है तो भी यू विल बी स्लीपिंग with a very high sense of satisfaction, and that itself, my dear friend, is a huge amount of success. So thank you so much. If you want to avail mentorship, free of cost mentorship from us, you can fill in your details and we will give you a call from the team. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. Jai Hind.